Welcome to Barts Gaming Corner. After informing you about the latest news on Diablo IV and its delayed release date, it got me thinking about a suitable alternative to play in the meantime, for those of you who are starved for a good hack-and-slash action RPG. Of course, you can play the remastered Diablo II, which came out last year, and which is quite awesome, by the way, watch my review, or similar games like Torchlight. But have you thought about the indie game Grim Dawn by Crate Entertainment? Already 6 years old, being launched in 2016, Grim Dawn still is a nifty RPG that can quench your thirst for a hack-and-slash adventure. Now, since this game is somewhat older, I will be more mild than usual when it comes to the graphics department and try to focus more on the gameplay element in this short review. First, the regular, if you like this type of content, hit the like and subscribe button message. It would really help me and my small channel out. On with the video. Story and setting. While in many, if not most RPGs, the danger is just beginning, in Grim Dawn you're already in the thick of it. Civilization has basically collapsed and humanity is on the brink of extinction. Grim Dawn is set in the ruins of the fallen empire of Cairn. Foolish and greedy researchers try to control a race of evil spirits called the Ethereals, which soon run amok in the world, taking over human bodies and minds and in turn raising the dead. And they aren't the only ones preying on humanity's demise. A race of demons called Setonians, what's in the name, are bent on destroying both humans and Ethereals alike. It's up to your character to make sure that few survivors actually have a chance of surviving. Gameplay. Gameplay in Grim Dawn is precisely what you would expect from a hack-and-slash action RPG. You choose a character, either a run-of-the-mill melee fighter, a sniper or commando who uses rifles and guns, and mages, and start exploring the different areas while fighting hordes of enemies and collecting massive amounts of loot. And by massive, I really mean massive amounts of loot. While playing Diablo II recently, it almost never takes long for my inventory to become completely full with assorted armor, jewels and weapons. And Grim Dawn is no different in that regard. Even early on in the game you gain enormous amounts of loot, either by killing monsters or exploring caves and ruins. Combat in such a game is central to the gameplay, and Grim Dawn offers a fun and easy to use combat system. Depending on what type of character you're building, you will get different kinds of abilities. A fighter, for instance, gets the Blitz skill, which lets you rush like a bull towards enemies, knocking them out. A commando can throw bombs and other incendiaries, and finally the mage will have different spells at his or her disposal. A nice feature is that you can gain abilities from other classes, meaning that as a fighter you can invest points into mage or commando skills, making your character more versatile and dangerous. Your enemies range from a nice plethora of undead and evil spirits, monsters, demons, bandits and evil human cultists. While the gameplay in Grim Dawn doesn't offer much in the way of originality, everything works as it should. Graphics. Now, since the game is already more than 6 years old, at the moment I'm recording this video, I won't give too harsh a judgment about the graphics. But I won't have to actually. Even now the in-game graphics look perfect for an indie game. They can hold up to current gen games in the same genre. Monster models look cool and menacing, spell effects and explosions all look impressive. With regards to the storytelling, however, don't expect mind-blowing images or videos on the same level as a Blizzard game. Sound. Sound effects and the soundtrack are of an excellent quality. Fighting sound effects, shooting, bombing, slashing and hacking all sound like you would expect. Props go to the excellent melancholic soundtrack, which sets the menacing tone for the game. Next to that, much of the dialogue is voice acted, which in turn is of a pretty decent level. All in all, nothing to complain here. Conclusion. Alright, now to the gist of it. Is Grim Dawn a worthy competitor to the Diablo franchise? Yes, I think it is. I think Grim Dawn is a somewhat underrated hack and slash RPG, although granted both reviews and sales figures were overall pretty good. Of course, the game won't offer you the exact same quality compared to AAA titles, especially when it comes to the graphics. But in the gameplay department, Grim Dawn can hold its own. So, if you're looking for something to play before Diablo IV comes out, give it a try. By the way, developer Crate Entertainment will release a new game quite soon, something completely different, a medieval city builder called Farthest Frontier.